Enlightenment is a state of being that has transcended the cycles of carnal emotion, death, and karmic rebirth. It is a state of consciousness that is free from sin and suffering. The word enlightenment means enlight in mind from Greek en in, cognate with Latin in, and ment from Latin ment meaning mind. Enlightenment is a Western term that has been used to describe what the Eastern traditions of Buddhism and Hinduism refer to as Kensho, Moksha, Bodhi, Satori, or Nirvana. Jesus Christ and Gautama Buddha both taught the path to enlightenment from an Eastern and Western perspective and founded the savior religions of the world. The Eastern perspective of enlightenment focuses on the psychological process of awakening in relation to the science of the mind, and the Western perspective focuses on the physiological process of awakening in relation to the science of the stars and soul when interpreted in the correct manner. Both perspectives have their foundation in astrotheology, however. Christianity has a strong emphasis on alchemy, the chemistry of man. Buddha and Christ are titles given to those who have achieved enlightenment. The word Buddha means the enlightened one, the knowing one, or the awakened one, and Christ is a Greek translation of the Hebrew word Messiah, meaning the anointed one. Within the mystery schools and occult teachings, enlightenment is sometimes referred to as the great work, ascension, or illumination. In the Western world, spiritual enlightenment has come to embody the discovery of the true self or essence that has been masked over by our sensed and social conditioning. Religion is the science of the stars and soul told in parables and prose. The word religion means union, to connect, bind, or choose in its various forms. The holy sciences, as old as mankind itself, but over time has adapted to fit the celestial clock and our understanding of ourselves and the universe. All the major religious texts of the world are guidebooks on how to become enlightened when interpreted in the correct manner. Enlightenment is the unification of the masculine and feminine energies of the psyche, so the soul becomes one androgynous whole. To become enlightened is to become chemically and energetically perfected and free from the addiction of carnal emotions. When the soul is unified, the polarities of the solar and lunar energies become one as we become the androgynous celestial Adam, who has realized the Christ within and who no longer identifies with the sensed universe of motion and feeling. It is through the unification of opposites within that the Christ within is born, and we free ourselves from our sensed and societal conditioning. To find out how to become enlightened, read The Way of Emotion, the 18+ version, as it contains all the instructions that are needed to become enlightened.